But the problem is, see, these buses, we have to start procuring the right kind of buses. Huh? So for this kind of buses, it has to be, normally what I have seen also, after studying all those things, is it has to be those hydraulic lifts, that takes it up and then we can go in. Otherwise, this ramps, for low floor, those ramps should be there. But this is high floor with the steps. So when we put this ramp now, it has become too high, too steep. So it is dangerous for users, for wheelchair users. I think that this suppose this ramp is usable, and if I manage to get up on the bus, then where do my wheelchair, where do I place my wheelchair? A person with disability go to get that, it has not been informed to us as yet. So we want to know now whether it's in the ticket counters, which I'm sure is not possible, but which office do the disabled passengers have to go to avail of that. I think it will be good if that information also can be given out clearly so that we can inform the disabled community.
We can suggest for setting up a special needs counter separate.
Yes,
That will help.
In all the bus stations, if that is available, that will be very helpful, of course, for any problems, so that they can go and get the help that they need. This inspection came about firstly because we had started. This notification is there from 2019, 5th February 2019, which came out of the Transport Department, saying that all the facilities from then onwards, from the issuance of this notification, that all the buses will become accessible, that all the new procurements will be accessible buses, then all the bus stations will be, made, all the facilities will be available. So we had sent an inquiry to the Transport Department asking, them to inform us of the steps that have been taken by the department to implement this notification. So that was the start of this, this whole process. And of course, they have also been very responsive and giving us the information that we asked for. And if we are not satisfied with the responses, then we ask them again, and they have been giving us. So the final response that they gave us was that all the major bus stations in all the districts have been made accessible. It is complying with the harmonized guidelines, which has been issued by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, where all the various standards of accessibility are there, including transport. And so since the reply had come back saying that all the bus stations, all the buses are being notified as per the standards of accessibility, so we wanted to conduct this inspection today in Kohima. We thought that we will go to all the districts also to inspect, but since this is the our state capital, and if it is working here, we are sure that it is working in all the districts, in all the various districts also. If it is not working here, then we, I think, can be sure that it is not working in the various other districts also. So this is where we started, so. As clearly, I mean, all the officials present here are also, we are really grateful that all of you have been able to come and join us and to check out the various facilities that are available. And we can see that there are still many things to be done. And so we hope that all these things will be taken up on priority, the department, to do with transport. And as I said, we hope that it will be taken up as a priority. And we will be giving a report about this and giving our recommendations shortly. So we will take it up, we will follow it up from there again. So I think that is to do with the Transport Department. Already said also with regard to this transport. But the thing is, see, with regard to the notification that I was just mentioning with regard to the Transport Department, many of the departments, other departments like PWD, then various other departments also have in earlier years, several years, they have put out various notifications with regard to making the facilities accessible, buildings accessible, public spaces accessible. So all those notifications are out. So now we have given them enough time for action to be taken, steps to be taken. So now we are making sure that we want to see what is being done, the measures that are being taken in order to implement the notifications that are coming out from the department itself. So it cannot be just on paper and everyone just forgets about it. So the notification is the first step, which we are happy about. Without a notification, obviously things will not start moving. So notification is fine, but after the notification, what is being done? So that is what we want to see, and so that's why we are taking out all these. We have taken it up with the various departments also, inquiries to find out what is being done, and slowly we will be taking out more inspections in various departments, various areas, with the various authorities and departments. So we want to make sure that all these laws, the various provisions of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act, accessibility, and the various aspects of the Disability Act are being implemented properly in the state. So that we are trying to make sure that all that is being done.
Ma'am, are you satisfied with the inspection being done here at the ISBT Kohima?
Obviously, we are not happy at all. We are not satisfied because nothing has been done as per the accessibility norms. So just the fact that I cannot even get into the building, there is no ramp where I can, get inside the building. I have not been inside the building also, so that obviously shows that none of the accessibility norms have been followed. The accessibility standards have been, followed. So we are not happy, but I am glad that all the, officials from the department, from the NST, from the secretary's office, then from the transport commissioner himself, they were all here today. So it's good that they were here. We were able to check out, some of the facilities that are still missing, and they have also promised to assure that they will work together with us to make sure that all these things are done on priority. So I'm happy that they were here today, and we will definitely follow it up, and we will keep on, checking to see that all these things are done properly and at the earliest. Because see, this accessibility, this transport also comes under Accessible India campaign. Accessible India campaign, you all have heard about it. So there are, it's about the physical, the built environment, the buildings, the public spaces. Then transport is another component. Then the information and communication. ICT, that is also another component. So these are the three major components of Accessible India campaign. So we are last year in June, after the enforcement of the rights of persons with disabilities in 2017, 5 years was given for all these aspects, whether buildings and public spaces and all these ICT also, all these to become accessible, so transport and all those things. So transport, when under transport we have railways also, we have airports, airports and things like that. But since under the state government transport, this our state transport, the NST buses come under state government, so we are dealing with this today. So the time frame was given 5 years, and that was till June last year. So as we can see, we still have a long way to go in our state. But we are serious about this. We are going to make sure that all these things are implemented properly. It has to be implemented. Enough time has been given to everyone, the state government, the various authorities, the various departments. So now we are serious about this. We will be checking up on the various areas to make sure that implementation is done properly.
As the state commissioner, will you be giving any particular time frame to the government of Nagaland?
Yes, definitely. We have been doing that in all the various cases that we have been taking up, taking up. And we will be giving them, with regard to the transport which we inspected today, this also we will file our report, and we will be giving a time frame for them to make sure that they start the work at a certain, because we cannot just say that you have to do and then just leave it again, for years and years for them to, continue like that. So a time frame has to be there where, the work is started, where, various things are done, the implementation is started. So definitely we will be doing that.
But when to that? So
Yes.
you are coming for a checking just now. So you are again saying you will be giving more time.
No,
setting
in
time frame.
time in the sense because now they have not done, what they are supposed to do. So last year, many states had asked for extension of a few more months, for a year or so from the central government for the work to be completed. So more time will be given in the sense we will be given that, giving them, it has to be, these things will have to be done within a 3-month period or a 6-month period because they're already late. So we have seen that nothing has been done, at least here in this center, in this ISBT. It's a new building. Actually, all these things should, from the beginning, from the blueprint, it should have been there, but it looks like nothing is there. So, yeah, we will be following it up to make sure that all these things, the retrofitting that needs to be done, all the things that needs to be added, all these things are done in a particular time frame. We will definitely be enforcing that.